So the said real estate investment has made recent billionaires and billionaires. But that's the truth, anyways. But not to get things twisted, we still have a pros and cons. Anything that has advantage definitely has disadvantage. So this is a platform where we discuss everything real estate, what you need to know. So you're welcome back to another beautiful edition of our TPL series, proudly powered by Sango Properties Limited, where we discuss everything business, everything real estate. And still talking about the real estate investment. So if you need to know anything about real estate and what you should look out for as an investor, this conversation this morning is for you. My name is Onyinye Wilson, and I'm going to be your host this morning. And joining me in this conversation is an amazing young man who has been in the real estate industry for a while. So we're going to be having a serious conversation about the trends in real estate and what everyone should know so far about real estate, especially in the city of Port Harcourt. So here we have Mr. Caleb John. Good morning and welcome to TPL series, Mr. Caleb.
Good morning. Thank you very much. I'm delighted to be here.
Oh, good to have you. It's really been a while. Like, this is someone that we've been expecting on this show. So it's good to have you finally here. So you've been in real estate so far. So this morning, I want us to have a conversation about our experiences. It's not just your experience, my experience as well. So we've seen the craze and we've seen and we've heard the craziest things, the craziest experiences so far in real estate. I don't know if you could just tell us about some experiences, some crazy things you've experienced or witnessed as a real estate person. Your journey so far. What are those things that you've seen or you've heard so far, and you're like, "Geez, this is really, really." I don't want to. But I'm sorry to use the word that this is really, really crazy. You know, from an investor or from probably the sellers. What has been your experience so far?
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for having me here.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Real estate is an industry on its own that has ups and downs.
Sure.
And having ups and downs in real estate is something that as a business owner you have to face definitely. Now, as a person that is running a real estate business, there are certain things you actually need to know in these industries.
That's true.
I do remember there was one certain time I was actually going out for marketing. So I met a young man and we started having some conversations. And there's something that he said that pricked me. And that thing is that he said in River State that there's a lot of land grabbers. And he said that he wouldn't want to invest in River State because he feels that his investment will be lost at the end of the day. And I told him that now the difference between you and some other persons that are smart, that are still investing, because you cannot say that there are people that are not investing
regardless
in River State despite the odds people are facing, other persons are facing. That the difference between you and the person is that there is information.
The
information the person has, you don't have it. There are certain things you need to do before you could be able to purchase that land. You cannot, go and get a land from a roadside and expect that land to be secured.
Yes,
now,
exactly.
In as much as you're going to a real estate company to buy, you must be able to also verify that real estate company to know if they are genuine. Because some persons might register a company and it's not genuine.
It's not genuine.
Their interest is not genuine. They are just there to, to take people money and do away with it and run away. That's why most of the times, if you go recent years past, there are several real estate companies that are shut down, not because of maybe they actually did not want to start up with it. It's because of their bad motive behind the business.
So they couldn't sustain, the
business. So you as a person, you must be able to ask questions. Asking questions is very important. You cannot, ignore the power of asking
You must ask the
question.
right
You must
question.
ask the right question. Follow the right people. Anywhere you get stuck, you like feel like this thing is not really working out for me. It's not really giving me that vibe. Because if you are looking at the person, I say you don't want to ask the question because you don't want the person to feel like you don't know what you're doing or something. Like at the end of the day, you fall into
The wrong
that
hands.
wrong hand.
I don't even think you should get to a point where an investor will say, I don't want to ask questions. Like I always say, even at the point of payment, even at the point of collecting your receipt of payment, you must keep asking the same questions.
Yeah,
Because if an investor, sorry, if a developer is worried that an investor is asking so many questions, to me that's a red flag.
yeah,
Of course, allow the investor ask any all the questions you can generate, because like you said, this land grabbing thing is something that has always been a sort of concern to investors, especially universities. But like you said, if you have the right information and if you work with the credible people, with the credible real estate company, I don't think you should be worried about this. It's like you said something. When you get to that point where you're stuck, there's always someone to guide you to see, oh, this is what you should do. At that point, I ask someone a question. If this Omonile thing buying from family that you don't even know the rightful owner of that property. Tomorrow, when grabbers take this property, can you fight alone? You can't fight alone. You see why you need people who are grounded in this business to help you. So that's one of the that's a crazy thing that we've heard so far about real estate investments, especially when it comes to the city of Port Harcourt. Thank you so much. That's good. That's one. That's a very crucial point. I don't even have any other one, or should I share one of my
you
experiences?
can share. So
Okay,
we talk
fine.
about
Now, talking about the crazy things I've heard about real estate is the fact that oh, that let's assume we'll have buy and build properties and we'll have land banking,
yeah.
right? How can someone tell me that you want a property in I don't want to use Jerry, let's just say Elios. Like
Okay.
we have a property selling there for 30 million right now. And you're coming to tell me that your budget is 5 million naira. And I'm telling you, this money can only get you a property probably in areas where you have land banking properties. And you're like, that's not true. That's not true. It's like you don't know about development, like you don't know about the wave. Sometimes I tell them that these things appreciate every time. You want to buy and build property for a value of nothing. So if I tell you that I have a property in GRA and I'm offering it for 2 million naira, would you buy?
Wow.
So I don't even understand. We hear the craziest things. No, my budget is 2 million. I want a buy and build property. A client as at recent is telling me that your budget for a buy and build property is 2 to 3 million. How is that even possible? And when you're trying to school them that, oh, you've already missed it, it is supposed to be this, and they are worried, oh, this is not it, oh, I'm supposed this is it, oh, this is so why is it so Caleb, tell me, why is it very, very difficult for investors, even when you're schooling them, telling them the importance of getting a property early, like they missed it years back. And today, probably they want to enjoy a dividend they would have enjoyed this. Why is it difficult for these investors to learn? I don't know if you've ever met challenging real
Yeah,
investors.
I've
Why
met.
is it difficult for them to learn? And I could just use the word learn. Why is it difficult for them to grasp information when needed?
Okay. Now there's this thing I will say. I I will not want to call them investors,
Mm-hmm.
or let me consider, because they are trying to consider the fee to be an investor. So let me
Yeah,
just say they are newbie. Now, an actual investor understand the game of investment.
that's
How
true.
long it will take for him to have a return.
Okay.
I get
So
it.
are you saying that it's not a quick thing?
It's not a quick thing.
Okay. Patience.
Investing is
Mm-hmm.
patience.
Mm-hmm.
If you actually want to win in this game, you have to be very, very patient.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like today, I will do it, tomorrow, I will save the
I'll
money.
start seeing
That's
my returns. Yeah.
if you have that mindset, you always lose money.
Mm-hmm.
You always be at the effect of losing money. And you'll be blaming other people for your losses
Mm-hmm.
because you are not patient enough. Having to invest in something requires you to have, you know, you have to be and also be disciplined.
Mhm.
When I mean discipline is that, there are something person they will buy land today, tomorrow they want to come and sell.
Mhm. We
That's
have
that's
them.
a
They will even be
bad
begging. Yes,
that's a bad approach to
yes,
investment.
yes.
If you're an investor, you must be disciplined, you must be ready to wait.
Mhm.
And you said something like, some persons they will want to buy land that is already in a developed area at a
Mm.
cheaper price. All those set of people, I don't know what to really say about them. There are certain things you cannot actually get for at the price. Now, you will always ask yourself, as somebody that is aspiring to be an investor, you ask yourself this question: okay, this is my 5 million. If I can't get land in this kind of place I want, okay, where can I get land that in the next 2 to 3 years this will appreciate?
That's smart.
That is smart. That's how smart investor think.
That's how they reason.
That's how they reason. How
Yeah.
can I flip this money, okay, in a period of time, this time, how can I flip this money, and this money will give me something reasonable?
Mhm.
That's how you think. You don't just wake up. There's nobody that got rich by investing a huge amount of money. They all
That's true.
started from somewhere.
Yes, and because sometimes if you're schooling them, if you're educating them, it's as if they don't want to listen. They don't want to. They feel they know it all.
Oh,
That's where sometimes I get it wrong with these clients, with these investors. At that point, you should be able to listen to people who have gained certain level of experience in this business. So when they're telling you, oh, this is, but to them that this person is not even understanding. I want this, I want this, I need it sharp, sharp, I need buy and do. It doesn't work that way. So if you want to be a smart investor in real estate, I think you should be able to, like you said, discipline yourself, and you should be able to be very patient. And another thing is you should be able to be teachable. And I think those are the things I could say for you as a smart investor, so that you don't miss out, you don't lose out on your investment.
uh,
That's it.
I would also like to share this experience.
Oh,
There was
that's good.
one certain I won't mention the aspect of investment.
Mm-hmm.
I did an investment,
Mm. Oh,
and
you too are, so you're an investor like this.
yeah, I've done investments. And
Okay.
actually, the first time I started having that mindset to get into investment, I actually made some mistakes because
Okay.
there was actually nobody coaching me.
Coaching you,
I don't have
guiding
somebody
you.
guiding me. I don't have a
Mm.
mentor. So
Mm.
I actually invested based on my own knowledge and understanding,
Oh,
like self-taught, all
you
those
just
stuff.
self-taught, you just
Yeah,
went
I
into
just
it.
went into it.
Mm.
Now, when I went into it, at that point, I started, having some challenges that requires money to solve, and it was like
Okay.
urgent. So I told somebody that, see, I like I have this money somewhere, I have this challenge. Should I just endure this thing, or should I just take this money? And the person said, "Oh, do it to avoid problem, blah blah blah," and the rest of it. So you know that after some while, I put out that money. It's not that I put out that money. It didn't go up to 2 months, and mind you, on that investment, I was already down from my initial capital. Like I was down. Before we know it, after 2 months to 3 months or more, it picked up.
So
It
you regretted
picked
pulling
up.
up
I
money.
regretted because I would have wait patiently. So this game of investment
It's a game of
is a game of
patience. It's not
patience.
a get
It's
rich
not a
quick,
get,
sharp, sharp something.
yeah, it's a
So
game
you
of
have to
patience
be patient and disciplined.
and
Because if
discipline.
you're really disciplined, I don't think you would have made that hasty decision to pull your
Yeah,
money. Do you understand?
yeah.
So same is applicable to real estate.
Yes,
So you need to be very, very patient. So
patience.
smart investors, I just hope you're learning so far. Let's dive into you said one of the reasons why you made that mistake was you didn't have anybody to coach you, right? Now talking about people that always coach investors in real estate, call them realtors. These are realtors, real estate consultants. So you now, can you tell me if you see a realtor right now standing for, let's assume you're an investor and you have someone, a realtor, a consultant in front of you, how can you spot that he or she is fake in 5 minutes?
How can I spell you or she's speaking?
Mhm.
It's very simple
Mhm.
from the way the person talks. His idea towards what he's saying.
Explain, I don't really understand.
Now, when you meet someone that is a realtor, and she just say, eh, my name is this, I want you to invest in this. If you invest in this, you get this. That is somebody that is coming from a view of, like, I want to sell you something to get your money.
That's a
Is
hustler's
upon,
mindset.
yes, a hustler mindset. Now, as somebody that is a realtor that is looking to provide solution to someone, you should be able to ensure that your client satisfaction is your topmost priority.
Well, there has to be an introduction first, don't you think so?
Yeah, they have to be. But after your introduction, what comes next?
Mhm.
That's the bottom line.
Mhm.
After the introduction, what comes next? Where is it that you say to the person that will make the person feel safe to actually want to engage with you further? That will make the person feel safe, not to tell you, please, I don't have the time.
That's what I'm asking you. You, Kelly, you're like, you're the investor. Can you spot what would make you say, this realtor, this consultant is fake? I
Now,
won't do business with you.
when the investor rather, comes and introduce himself and tell you that, sir, you have to buy this land. I get it now. And the person is just actually pushing you, forcing you,
Without even
without
identifying
even
what you really
identifying the
need.
problem, what you really
Okay,
need.
that's
That's a
it.
turn off already.
Okay, that's a turn off already, right?
That's a turn off
Okay.
already.
And to me,
Because
okay,
one thing, if you're selling something of value, something that you know that will benefit the client, you won't even force the client. The client should be the one actually trying to, want to make the moves,
yeah, exactly.
because he has seen what you are trying to offer to him.
Okay, like you said something, just create a platform where we'll be comfortable and the investor want to know more.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's good to me. Another thing is there's another thing I would spot and I will know that this person is a fake realtor, but I'm going to say that after the short break.
It is one thing to pay for a property and it is another thing to be allocated your plot. Now, this is a proof that at Tango Properties Limited, we don't sell stories, we sell values. Today, we'll be taking our smart investors for their physical site allocation at Crestview Residence, a property proudly developed by Tango Properties Limited. So join me through the process. Wow, right now we are live at Crestview Residence, proudly powered by Tango Properties Limited, located right here in Igurita, just behind the Salvation Ministry Cathedral by my left. You can see the site has been cleared, the fencing has been done, the parcellation has been done, and we are ready to, allocate the plot to our investors. So join me as we go hear from our investors. Let's know how they feel about the property. Let's know what their experience working with Tango Properties Limited has been like. Join me.
This is the Salvation Ministries Cathedral. This is one of our finest property and has a lot of amenities, and the development is rapidly increasing. So today we are here to do your physical allocation, to show you your plot so that you can do whatever you want to do with your plot. I believe we are all happy to be here today. Thank you so much. Without wasting much of your time, we just dive into the business of the day.
It's me the Nike. I better pass me my cup. I just want to have fun. I know I worry too much. I know I worry too much. Attention, attention, if you're not spending money, go, go. It's me the Nike. Desperado. Nelly, Mami, go.
So, how do you feel now that you've been allocated the plot?
I'm happy. I've been waiting for it. So that's to show that people are up and doing.
So now that you've been allocated your plot, how do you feel?
Excited.
You feel excited.
Yeah.
That's beautiful to hear. Okay, so what do you have to say about Tango Properties Limited? How's the experience with us been like?
Well, the experience hasn't been bad. That is why I have done 1, 2, 3, then still counting with them, right? So if there has been any thing that is not clear, we won't have a continuation of whatever we are doing, right? So far, so good. I would tell you that they are doing great.
That's beautiful to hear. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Congratulations once
Thank you.
again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank Now you've heard from a few of our just allocated investors. You've heard their experiences about working with Tango Properties Limited. You see how excited they are. Now this is to show you that at Tango Properties Limited, we don't sell stories. When you pay for a property from us, or when you buy a property from us, you get to be allocated your plot. You see it with your eyes. So if you're still wondering if you should really invest with Tango Properties Limited or not, now this is a sign that you should actually invest with us.
Desperado, Nelly Nelly, Mamito, Balotelli, ladies bikini photo. Is it because of me you tired killing it? Look what the hot body can do. When you shake it to the max. Focus on the part. Let's see later.
You're welcome back to TPL series. And if you're just joining us, we are discussing, having a conversation about everything real estate, what to look out for as an investor, and how you could spot a fake realtor so that you don't make the same mistake twice. And in the studio today with me is still Caleb, a real estate consultant, and it's been an amazing conversation so far. So, talking about how you can spot a realtor, to me, I would say for product knowledge. Like I asked you something about, because I've seen people who, well, consultants who probably stutter when they are asked certain questions about something you represent,
Yeah.
something you're projecting to someone, a client, an investor, and you ask a very simple question and you keep stuttering. Like you've seen situations where, occasions where people are invited. Let's say you have um investors lined up in front of you,
Yeah.
and you're asked to come and pitch your property. You have people who are ready to invest.
Yeah.
Now that brings me to another question. You are a real estate, or no, you are an investor, and you have, I don't know if you've seen this program, this Lion Den thing. I think you've
Yeah.
seen it. You are an investor. You want to invest 50 million naira into real estate right now, and a consultant is just standing in front of you. What would the person say to you that would make you pull out that money and invest without even blinking? What questions are you going to ask this consultant that will make you, as an investor right now, pull that money and invest right away in real estate?
Oh, okay. Now, what I would actually be looking at, or what the question I would rather ask the person is the scalability of the business.
Okay.
The person should be able to give a breakdown and tell me in the next 1 year how far this business will go. Are you getting it? What is the return he or she will be getting? Because at the end of the day, the bottom line is profit margin. Are you getting it? Now, if the person cannot be able to give you a good skill, like to scale his or her business, his or her idea, that means he doesn't have anything to offer. But at the end of the day, the business will come because he doesn't have that vision, that
Oh,
perspective.
that's fine. So
Mhm.
let's tweak it this way. I am the consultant and you are the investor. So let me sell to you.
No.
How about that?
Okay, that's okay.
That's fine. So you're looking at scalability.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good morning, sir. I have this property that my name is Oye Wilson. I'm from Tango Properties Limited, right?
Mm.
Where we're a real estate company here in Port Harcourt. Amazing properties we have all over Port Harcourt. You are an investor and you reached out to us. You're looking at investing in real estate. That's a wonderful wonderful thing you want to do investment. I know you, like you said, you have other investments in other areas, but you just want to try out real estate. I don't know if you've done it before, but it's good that you even sort of venturing into real estate. It's a very lucrative business. That's if you get it right, and that's what I'm here to offer you. Okay, I will project one of our properties to you, which is the Elite Residence. It's a top and hot selling property, buy a big property already in a developed area. So looking at what you what you really want, which is scalability, like profit, I think that would be your best pick. So the plot is currently selling for 18 million naira per plot. So I do, you can just do the math what 50 million naira can do for you if you invest there. I I believe that in a couple of months, maximum 6 months, you could do something there with the money. You could you could do a little because there's something we call flipping in real estate, and you
Okay.
don't just flip an empty land like that. There has to be a certain level of
Mhm.
development that will attract other investors and other amenities to that area. So I think that's what you should, what we could do for you with your money. And I bet you in a couple of months, the return is going to be huge because looking at that environment, the value of properties there are way beyond what we are currently selling. But because we want to make these things very, very accessible and available for all, that's why giving it for this slashed price. So I think that if you could invest in our early residence, just trust me. Talking about credibility deal, so I believe that's a good pick for you. So what do you think? And do you think it's something that you could just want to give it a try?
And from the look of things, yeah, I actually want to give it a try
Why?
because you actually touched some vital points, making me to understand that the property is not just a land, it has features that makes it valuable. These are things you want to point out to your investors.
Okay.
I get it. You point out to them that this thing has this value that make it more valuable. I get it. Well, you cannot just go and you start pitching a product to your investor. At the end of the day, you are not actually making this investor see that there is value here that will make this thing you see here more valuable in the nearest future.
Hmm.
So at the end of the day, it all boils down to that.
So everything is about your
Yes,
pitching value,
you are
your
pitching
selling
value, you
value.
are
So the person
selling
is
value.
yes, the person is seeing something that is everybody wants profits value.
Profits,
So
yeah.
I don't want my money to be stopped.
Stop.
So there has to be something you're selling that will attract me,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
That's fine. So before we round up the session, I have a question for you, Caleb. So do you think that real estate is for everybody?
Real estate is for everybody, but for the smarts.
Everybody but the smart.
For the smart, yes. It's for everybody. It's just like when you say the kingdom of God is for everybody, it's for selected few. But everybody is welcome to be there. That's the
Okay,
same
that's
thing.
what you mean. It's everybody's welcome to be
Come,
there,
yeah, to be
but
part of
definitely
it.
not everyone that
It
will
is
want to
definitely,
be
yeah.
a part of it. Okay.
So, yeah,
How about
that's
the people that are doing menial jobs that are just doing petty
why
businesses?
I say it's for definitely for everybody. I get it.
For those people
It's,
inclusive.
yes, it's for them. You can have a plan. That's why investment, you don't, the problem we have, like, let me just say it, the problem we have in this part of this world, you feel like you have to start investing with big money. Investment is not all about big money.
Okay, so you are saying you can start small.
Start small.
Okay.
You start small, gathering knowledge, use it as an express, start leveraging, start building. Before you know it, you get there.
Oh,
I get it. The likes of Warren Buffett, he started small, he stopped. You will not just wake up one morning and you be there. No, you have to
oh,
start from small. In as much
oh.
as you don't have the money as the other big boys have to play
Mm.
the game, but somebody that is actually aspiring to be, you have to start with the little you have. When
Wow.
you ask question, when you ask question, there will be somebody to guide you with that little money you have to make sure that okay, this course has to be profitable
That's
for you.
true. That's where you need a seasoned
Season course of
consultant. Oh, that's fine. So all those things boils down to knowledge,
yeah
the right information, and the willingness to
to
start.
start.
And even if you start small, there's always a payment plan.
Yes.
So it accommodates your budget. You don't need to break the bank. It's just a gradual thing. Just have that willingness to invest in real estate. This is an amazing thing. So real estate is not really, it's not too difficult. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's for everybody, but are you willing
Mm.
to be a part of it? If you're willing, just make yourself available. You will be taught, you will be guided, and you will benefit. That's it. It's been a lovely conversation. There's a whole lot we want to do, but I'm sorry, I think that will be in the next episode. But so far, so good, like a recap of everything we've said right now. Real estate is all about the right information.
Yeah.
Real estate is all about the willingness to learn, and the investors are there. It's not like, well, we have people, these investors are ready to
Yeah.
invest, but
Yeah.
most times they're looking for the right people to trust, the people who will give them the right information they want to hear. Because, like last night, I was watching this Tony Elumelu Foundation thing where he empowers people. Of course, he does that every year. And this 2026, they had their conference yesterday, you know, where I listened to young minds dishing out incredible ideas. And you see investors that were all seated buying ideas. Like you could just see someone that could say, I'm a cobbler. But the way they will carve and craft their business ideas will shock you. So I think these investors are there ready. They were looking for where to invest
Yes.
this money. But at the same time, like I said, everybody wants value and profit. So they are looking for people who will give them value and profit. So the question is, in real estate, do we have these people? During when we started this conversation, he said something that a lot of businesses have all packed up. Not like because they couldn't thrive. They came with the wrong motive and they are not there. So these investors are wondering, would you be part of that league or are you here to serve value? So these investors are there, but the question here today is, do we have these credible companies that will give them what they really want? Real estate is a whole lot. Let's not deny that fact. It's a whole lot currently, but like you said, we'll get there. We'll get there. And thank God for this limited, like I said, proudly powers and sponsors this TPL series. And for sure, we serve you good deals anytime, any day. I don't know if you have final words before we call it a day. What do you have to tell the smart investors? Just give me a word for our investors and one word for our consultants so that we'll just call it a day.
So, as a smart investor,
Yeah.
we all know that we actually need value. We are
Sure,
looking for
sure.
value. Now, in as much as we are looking for value, we should also be able, because not every smart investor can spot value.
Sure.
Spotting of value is another thing. So, I would almost encourage investors to actually do findings on what they want to invest. So that at the end of the day, if they meet someone, they won't even stress the other person because they actually know
What they
they
want. Exactly.
Most investors don't know what they want.
They don't know what they want.
I get it. And that's why some of them do back and forth because they
Yes.
actually don't have a clear picture
Of what they
of
want.
what they want.
All right.
Now, you as a consultant on the other end, you should be able to know what you're actually trying to solve for your clients.
The value you're
The
offering.
value you are offering.
Hmm.
It's not only just having product knowledge of a property. You can have the product knowledge, but at the end of the day, you are not solving any value.
You're not serving anything.
You are not giving any solution. You should beat the boundary whereby your client feels satisfied.
Hmm. Maximum satisfaction.
Maximum satisfaction should be your topmost priority.
That's it.
Once your client feels, that's why most of the times you have a client that gets something for you and he comes back again.
The repeat
Because of the
business.
first satisfaction,
Experience, yes.
the first experience.
Yes.
So that
That's
should
true.
be your number one priority.
Priority. Hmm.
You have to create that first impression. That
That's
is
true.
able to satisfy them. So I believe that if you're able to achieve that, you win big in the industry.
That's true.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Caleb. That's a lot. Two messages we leave you with today. First of all, know what you want as a smart investor. Know what you really want, the value you're looking out for. And to you, the real estate consultants, always be the person of value. Product knowledge is not enough, but offer value to your clients. Everybody wants a repeat business. And I hope the other clients, that consultants, that will always attract clients that will give you repeat businesses. Thank you all for being a part. Thank you, Caleb, for being a part of
you.
this show. And I hope we will see more of you. Sure. Because we have a lot of more conversations. Yes. Thank you for being a part of this conversation this morning. Thank you all for joining, and please do well to share, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yes, and do well to drop your suggestions and your comments. Thank you for joining us,
Thank
and we'll
you.
see you in our next episode.
Thank you.
Bye.